ho, ho, ho. I just hit the jackpot. And no, I'm not talking about this. Don't touch that. We have just found a porcini headquarter. Oh my goodness. Now, this big one is slightly eaten, but that's okay. We can cut off some of it as long as it's not eaten on the inside. We are quite happy. But this is not all. There are also several younger ones, which are always better because although they are smaller, they are usually not eaten. Here's another one. Also the top is slightly eaten by snails or slugs, but the inside is firm and crisp like an apple. Now that's a thing of beauty. But wait, there's more. Oh yes. You know, I have dreamed of this day. The day where I, Linda, it's finally my turn to find porcinis that are not already eaten. And I just found a bunch of them. They kind of look like a bun that's been in the oven for a bit too long. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Goodness me. It's my lucky day. Someone asked me about this knife, and yes, it's a mushroom forager's knife. It's for cleaning up the mushrooms before you cook them. So it's got a little brush on one side to get off any debris or mites or whatever. I cannot believe my luck. And when there's one, there's usually more, right? So, wow. This is the creme de la creme of mushrooms for consumption, I think. There are actually two tiny ones. Oh. There are actually 2 tiny ones right here, but I'm gonna leave them because they should have a couple of days to get just a tiny bit bigger. Wow. Let's see if there are any more. I'm taking a little coffee break, but I cannot believe the luck we had today. We have a basket half full of porchinis, or Boletus edilus, I believe it's called. Best food mushroom in the world, maybe. And I honestly thought this day would never come. I was always jealous of people showing off their pictures with a basket full of porcinis, and I thought, how's that even possible? I've only found like one at a time, and it was half eaten by worms. So, but now I live to see the day. Anyway, yes, I do owe you an apology actually, because I got a little bit ahead of myself when I launched the store. I didn't realize that there were loads of settings I had to go through, including shipping, where I ship to, and the cost of shipping. So I know several of you attempted to get something and you realized it only ships to Sweden. It should be fixed now. If there are any issues, please let me know so I can rectify it. It should be popping up in your own currency. And also don't worry about the tariffs yet. Anyway, my merch here is produced by a company named Printful. They have production units in all over the world. So if you're ordering from the States, then your stuff will be produced in the States, printed and shipped to you from the States. If you are shopping from Europe, your merch will be printed and shipped to you from Europe. Again, I apologize. I should have been a little bit more professional about it. But there you go. I'm not a professional. Ooh. We're definitely headed towards the darker half of the year. I think it gets dark now around 9. And yeah, I'm kind of dreading the short days, especially because I work daytime, and it just prevents me from enjoying the outdoors. But winter comes every year, and thus far we have all survived every single one that we experienced. So there are lots of other things we can do other than trotting around in the forest and plowing the fields. We have a bunch of projects, indoor projects, that I have not been doing because I wanted to enjoy the brighter time of the year. But it should be fun. I still need to do that hallway. It's a mess, as is my whole house actually, because I need to prioritize how I spend my time, my free time, and I spend it with my animals and in nature. So a messy house will only affect myself and my pride and self-esteem. I think it's important that when you get animals, their needs are met. And that means not just eating right and, having shelter and the necessary care, but I also think that we owe it to them to figure out how they can be happy while they're alive. And so I've had to sit myself down and think about my horse Mo Okay. I really wish that I could have been the right home or the right person for Mo, but I have to just admit it. I'm not. He would like a person who is passionate about educating young horses, who is passionate about riding, and who can give him challenges and lots of adventure. He's a 12-year-old boy, and he wants something to happen around him. He gets bored here. And let's face it, I'm not going to be riding every day, and when I do ride, it's going to be, simple trail rides. And I don't trust him to be a driving horse. He is skittish, and he is just a bit too reactive for me to feel safe. Anyway, remember Leonard, my old horse? He was a Swedish Ardennes, and if you might remember that I was talking about getting a new workhorse for the farm, someone who enjoys spending a week or two on pasture and then pulling out the occasional log from the forest and the occasional trail ride, and is just a low-maintenance horse. And I think I found one. Yesterday, my friend Sophie and I went to a farmer's fair. It was great fun. We saw a draft horse show and also a logging horse competition. That was great fun. Lots of old tractors and machines and new machines and chainsaw competitions and what have you. But that's not the only reason why I went, because it was on the way to see a horse that's for sale. It's a Swedish Ardennes mare. She's 11 years old, and she's experienced, she's driven, she's ridden, she's quiet, and I was like, there's got to be something wrong. Not that much, it turns out. Every animal or every horse has their flaws. And she has hers, but overall she was very polite. She did everything that was asked of her. She was very pretty, although huge. 900 kilos. What's that? 2,000 pounds. I'm gonna have to convert that and let you know. She's a brood mare. She's had 2 foals. She's won prizes at shows for her conformation. And she's quite affordable actually. In fact, what I expect to get for Mo is more than what she costs. So I think it's definitely worth considering. It's definitely worth considering. The seller was really nice. She seemed very honest. She was open about any challenges or problems. And I got to ride her. And granted, she's not a Ferrari, she's more like a Volvo, which is what I need. And I quite liked her. The only thing for me is that she seems a little bit shut down. She's friendly, but she's not outgoing. But even without that, she's a really good horse. She does what you expect of her. And she seems completely safe to be around and to work with. So, yeah, I've got a lot to think about over the next few days. You think I should do it?